Hello and welcome to the Internship Insider Membership Info Session. My name is Amy Mosier-Berry, and I am the CEO and founder of Visions Internships. And the Internship Insider Membership is specifically for those busy organizational leaders that would love some help setting up and running a great internship program for your organization, one that actually has return on investment, ROI, that is truly worth your time and also certainly benefits the interns. We know how busy you are, and it is very difficult to find additional time, especially if it feels almost like a second full-time job, right? When are you going to find, train, manage, and mentor young people, not to mention structure the program and run it, right? So we completely understand. We've been in business for about 3 years, gotten a ton of feedback, especially from fellow busy organizational leaders. And I'm going to jump right into a little bit more about what this membership could do for you and or your team to help you meet your goals. So let's go to the share screen, and here we are. So you can find this information on our website, visionsinternships.com/membership. It really is our core service. We had focused for many years on working to prepare interns. And of course, it's very important to have work-ready interns, right? It's also important, we realized, to have intern-ready organizations. So that's really been the focus for the last year or so. And we are so excited to open our virtual membership doors upcoming. We are opening for a new cohort on Wednesday, July 24th. That's 2024. So again, July 24th. 2024 is when we are opening up the virtual doors to the Internship Insider membership. And so I want you to just get a sense of what this is, how it can help you and your colleagues potentially set up and run the right internship program for your organization. So here you are. If you are somebody who is certainly busy, you've thought about having interns in the past, you would love project support and access to talent, but it feels like a lot of stress to do this, especially solo. So we understand. And we know, like a lot of busy leaders, you love the idea of having interns, right? But the last thing that you need is what feels like a second full-time job. So we completely understand. There's a lot of common concerns about working with interns that we address in the membership. So those involve talent. How do we find the right people? It involves training. How would we utilize and train those people? Team, internally, who on your staff would actually carve out the time to supervise those interns? Tech, so there are technical and legal requirements. There are actually federal and state guidelines, right, that roll up to the Department of Labor, and there are 7 criteria, especially if you are a for-profit that's not planning to pay your interns. You do need to be aware of the criteria. So that is another whole conversation, but not only the legal requirements to calling it an internship, but what about the technical requirements and getting all of the pieces sorted out, making sure that the interns are plugged into whatever system you have to be able to appropriately oversee them, especially in today's world. It's usually hybrid, virtual, at least a component of it. And then finally, this is what I hear a lot from employers that love the idea of internships, but it's like, you know what? Prove to me, Amy, that the juice is worth the squeeze. So there's the inevitable issue of turnover, right? And we in the membership, we help you mitigate or reduce the impact of inevitable turnover. So obviously, by definition, internships start and stop, right? Interns come and go. So we help you create a long-term successful plan. So we're not just looking to help you do, a one-off, just get that one intern to help with something random. We are looking here in the Internship Insider membership to truly support you in creating a long-term successful and sustainable program. So I'm going to stop my share for a second and we'll go back to that, but I want to give you a little laugh, my friends. And maybe it's because, I thought maybe I'd be bound for Hollywood at some point. But turns out I made it to the big stage, did a little bit of a role play, and I have a feeling you can appreciate what we did here. So let me know if this is something you can relate to. And again, hopefully you'll have a laugh out of watching this. So let me share my screen again. And it's this idea of like, hey, wow, got interns. Oh, fantastic. Yay. But now what? So let's take a listen, and I'll turn my volume up. Let's give it a go.
Great news, Amy. Oh, we got you those 3 new interns. They're gonna help get all this work off your plate.
Are you serious?
Yes, absolutely.
I feel like I just hit the lottery. Thank you so much. Oh my God, this is incredible. Who are these young people? What do they even know? Are you gonna train them? I need to train them and support them over time. What if I mess up? What if they mess up? Really, this is awesome, but I really can't take them. I'm not gonna have time to work with these interns, but you know what? I'm gonna bring this opportunity to the staff meeting on Friday, and we'll see who else can use the help. But thank you so much.
Okay, I guess, thank you.
Oh.
There's my favorite part. So can you relate to that feeling? And if so, you are not alone. So I want to go back to our membership page here. And I'm sure you can relate to some of these common concerns, right? The 5 T's that we call them: talent, training, team, tech, turnover. These are real issues that actually do create constraints for already busy leaders. So what is the Internship Insider? So this is a virtual membership program, again, specifically designed for busy organizational leaders, especially those in the social impact space. So we specialize in helping those organizations, typically smaller to mid-size, could be larger, but they do care about people and or planet. A lot of our young people are certainly looking for purposeful work today. So that is something that we refer to as the purpose gap. And we really want to help those do good organizations. And we want to help you address the concerns that we had talked about above. Okay, so those 5 concerns about working with interns. Our virtual membership makes it very time and cost effective to get that right fit internship, right, well-oiled program running. So we provide you with those critical systems and the support to succeed with minimal stress, right? Isn't that great? So here we are. This is a nautical theme, my friend. I've developed the 5 stages of internship development, which we go over while you're in the membership. So typically, in case you're wondering, it typically takes, believe it or not, 5 to 6 months on average, working very part-time with us. So we're talking about 10 hours per month, okay? Working with perhaps you or the right people internally in your organization. Typically, we work with 2 to 4 people within an organization, and we're meeting on Zoom 3 times a month. And then we're providing resources and direction to help you round out those 10 hours per month to set up and then run a great internship program. We've found that it takes about 5 to 6 months to put together the pieces, working with us, again, very part-time, to structure and set up the right internship program, going through our 5 stages. So we help you, number 1, chart your course. You're going to notice a nautical theme here, my friends. So I hope you appreciate that, right? So we've got the captainship. I'm your guide, and I'm training you as the internship captain. You see what I did there? So we first and foremost, we help you set your vision and chart your course in stage number 1. There's a lot of pieces to that. Preparing to set sail is very important. There's a lot. Once you get beyond the basic vision and starting the plan, you want to be able to put all of the nuts and bolts in place. And I am going to share a spreadsheet that gives you a little bit more information about what goes into at least these first 3 stages. Number 3 is we're helping you actually launch your internship, which is your program. So you are launching an actual internship program, or you're learning about how to do that. So every organization has different priorities and timelines, but typically people are launching internship programs between May 15th and June 15th, although you could be planning toward what we call a wintership. So keep that in mind. And we'll get there. There's a lot to this, but we really make it simple and fun. So we do help you launch your internship. Number 4, we help you adjust your sales. So we actually help, once you've set up the internship program, you need to be able to properly sustain and maintain that program that you've designed. So we all know examples of where we've started something and then didn't have the capacity or perhaps the budget or commitment to follow through. So we really want to make sure that we're helping you not only set up, but run the best and most sustainable internship program for your organization. And then number 5, we help you focus on the horizon. So it really is about looking out and seeing, making sure that this program is helping you meet your larger organizational goals. We make sure that there's alignment between the values and your priorities as an organization and any program, whether it's an internship program like we help you with or other programs, making sure that those programs are in alignment with your overall goal and direction. Okay. We don't want to see you getting busy in some area that's not of such importance. We want to make sure that you are developing and running programs that are getting your ship, your organization where you want to go. So if you're familiar with the 5 stages of project management, this might look and feel a little bit familiar. So in project management, we're initiating a process and planning, then you're executing on that plan, you're monitoring and controlling what that looks like, and then you're closing out that project. So I am a project management professional, a PMP by training. So we do definitely bring that overlay of project management to developing your great program. Because as you probably know, if you've developed programs before, whether it's internship or other program, the act of setting up and launching a new program is in fact a project that requires this sort of 5-stage mindset. Okay, so let's keep on going. A little bit more about what Internship Insider members get out of their experience with the membership. So first and foremost, you get some valuable how-to resources. So you're saving time by being exposed to sort of checklists, sort of streamlined materials and resources to simplify the internship development process. And no matter what stage you're at. So some of you may be starting from scratch and have no internship program infrastructure in place. So we certainly help you create that from scratch. Some of you, you may have something that exists, or maybe it's understaffed or it's changed a lot since COVID, for example, and we can help enhance your existing program. And then some of you, maybe you do have a functional internship program, but you want help actually keeping your interns on track. So wherever you're at in this process, we got you. So we help you again, both set up and run and sustain a great internship program. So in addition, really the meat and potatoes of this virtual membership is that we have these 3 90-minute, so they're virtual via Zoom membership meetings, and we have those on the 2nd and 4th Wednesday of the month between 12 and 1:30 p.m. Eastern. Plus, we have a last Tuesday of the month session that goes from 3 to 4:30 p.m. also Eastern Standard Time. So that is when our membership meetings happen during the month. You're getting a weekly informative email. You're part of an online exclusive group for extra support and communication, and you're getting access to these resources. We do have a membership portal that's set up so that you have all of your video trainings and resources in one place. So that's exciting. And we always want to offer, if there's an opportunity to offer you a member discount, other perks to being an Internship Insider membership, we love to do that. So let's see here. I want to show you another testimonial that we have from a recent happy member. Let's see if we've got that up right now. So another recent testimonial we have is from one of our current members named David, and he recently said that the membership meetings help me stay focused, and I always know that I have a support group, both with the other companies that are building and running internship programs, and then of course with Visions Internships leading the way. So I loved that quote. I wanted to share that as well. And if you're thinking about who participates, it could be a marketing manager like David, or it could be somebody in HR or program management. It really depends on the company. If it's a smaller organization, it might even be somebody in the C-suite and the executive team. So some frequently asked questions about our membership. So you might be wondering, well, how the heck does this thing work? Like, what is a virtual membership and how does this work? So you can get all this information certainly on our website. Again, we're visionsinternships.com/membership. But I do want to say again that our next membership cohort, the doors open on Wednesday, July 24th. So that's coming soon to a theater near us, my friends. And we do meet at 12 o'clock, 12 p.m. noon on that day, kicking off with some of our new members. And it's a very exciting time of year. We only open the virtual doors to the Internship Insider membership on the fourth Wednesday of January, beginning of the year, January, and again, fourth Wednesday of July. So that's the only time that you can join this thing, because we do have a structured approach to helping you create and run that great internship. So basically, as I mentioned, we meet the second and fourth Wednesdays of the month at 12 o'clock, plus the final Tuesday of the month at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. We do record our meetings, but it's strongly recommended. In fact, it's required that you attend at least 2, very ideally 3. All 3 will give you that 4.5 hours of live synchronous training and support. So you're getting live question and answer coaching. You're doing live peer work sessions with my support, and I am the primary person. I am really the key coach. I am your guide, but I do have a team that will support you as well throughout your experience in the membership. So we will be training you in the 5 stages of internship development that I mentioned above. Remember that nautical theme with the 5 stages. And we really are looking to help you create that right fit program. So this could be looking at wondering about, what age young people. And by the way, not all interns are either students or young people. There is something called returnships for, stay-at-home parents that may be returning to the workforce, for example. So there's young people that are students. Certainly, a lot of interns are current students. So whether they're in high school or usually in college, they may be students, they may have left school. There's all kinds of different people that you could bring in as interns. They could be full-time, part-time, paid, non-paid, and I know that's a big question that we'll explore a lot in the membership. They could be credit, they could be non-credit, and there's so many ins and outs. You're not alone. I know it feels like a big juggling act, but I got your back, okay? So let's move on in terms of the time commitment. I think you have a sense of what that looks like with our 3 monthly meetings. And then again, to really achieve that level of success that I'd like to see for you is you're going to then commit you and your, could be 1, 2, 3 other people on your team that you guys will be meeting about 5.5 hours in addition to the time that we're working together. It could be just you meeting with yourself, or it could be you, strategizing or reaching out to some other people in your organization. Even if you're the key point person or you delegate this task to somebody else, there may very well be other people that can support your internship program as mentors. They might allow for a job shadow or an informational interview, which are both very insightful experiences for young people. And I just want to say briefly that one of the main things that distinguishes an internship from a regular job, as you might know, is that the learning, the training and development of that young person is the core priority. So by law, it has to have 51% majority benefit to the intern, at least to start. And of course, we're designing a program that also has a measurable ROI, return on investment, for you and your company. Otherwise, you wouldn't do it, right? We get it. Let's see. So do you manage our interns or do we, Amy? I get this question a lot. So we want to say that ultimately this is your internship program and your interns that we're helping, right? We're guiding you to attract those interns and how to run that program. But ultimately, it really only works if you have that internal infrastructure to oversee your interns. What I can tell you is that we've come up with a tier 2 of our internship insider membership, which I'm super excited about. This is based on a lot of feedback. And this tier 2 membership, which is also a standalone service, if you're wondering, is called On Track. So On Track is literally our formula for how to keep interns, and for that matter, early career new hires, on track. So we have something called the GPA coaching model that we'll teach you inside the membership. But just so you're not on the edge of your seat for too long, that stands for goal setting, productivity, and accountability group coaching. So that's via Zoom Monday and Friday. We're helping them clarify what are the top priorities and goals for that week that the supervisor wants for those interns to accomplish. End of the week, we're doing another group Zoom check-in, accountability, looking at what they said they were going to accomplish and what they did, and creating a little bit of what I call a WAG report for wins, asks, and goals on Friday. And that's something that's very efficient for the manager. And then Wednesday, we have a touch point with that individual intern. And that's a great method to keep your interns on track. So either you can take that formula and run with it and go ahead and keep your own interns on track, or for an upgraded fee, you could have Visions internships do that for you. Okay, so that is very exciting. And please let me know if you have any questions about any of this. I know I'm giving a lot in this info session. And drum roll, please, you're probably wondering how the heck much does this thing cost? So this is, I can promise you, still, you know, I'm just going to be blunt about it. As a social entrepreneur, my main goal is to provide a positive social impact and provide value. And I could charge a lot more for this service, but I'm very happy to say this is well under the 5,000 per year mark. I'm only charging $397 per month, or you could save 2 months in the year if you were to invest the full amount, which would be 3,970. So again, under 4,000 for the whole year, or under 400 for the year, which is less than $100 a week to be part of this program. So you're getting a lot of that structure and the professional consulting at really a fraction of the cost. So I'm happy to offer that to you. And I should say, keep an eye out for the early bird deadline. I don't love that word, but if you do see this and sign up and register yourself before the early bird deadline, we will take $100 off per month, or 1,000 off for the whole year. So it really does help to get an early bird jump start. So keep an eye for the early bird date, okay? And we're looking at that Wednesday, July 3rd, before everybody breaks for the July 4th holiday. So I am totally thrilled to be your guide. Think of me as sort of your lighthouse guiding the way, and you are the internship captain. And I am guiding and empowering you to set up and run a great internship program for you, really in a way that is really next to no skin off your back. So we make it easy, we make it fun. It's definitely mandatory fun around here at Visions Internships. I do bring a wealth of experience. I have over 20 years of very diverse project experience in both for-profit, nonprofit, government, academia. And I really understand where you're coming from. I've worn a lot of the hats that you wear, that our members wear, metaphorically. So I completely understand the squeeze that you're under. I bring a project management approach to program development, which is sure to be an asset to you. And I also do bring a master's in community development and planning, as well as an undergraduate degree in environmental studies and Spanish. So I am bilingual, if that's at all useful. And I would love to connect with you on LinkedIn. I would love to just even hear who you are, what you're up to. Even if the membership isn't the thing for you, we do have many other services, although this is really our core focus, is to, again, help busy organizational leaders set up and run their own internship programs. We do have other training and speaking and consulting and coaching services that might be of interest. And we have a lot of free resources. We have virtual networking events a couple times a year, sponsorship opportunities, partnership opportunities. So please be in touch. I would absolutely love to know more about who you are. And if you want to set up a connection call, I tend to do those on Monday afternoons between 2 and 4 p.m., again, Eastern Standard Time. So please book a 25-minute connection call with yours truly. I would absolutely love to hear who you are and what you're up to. And, you know, even if we don't end up engaging with internship stuff, maybe I can open my network to you, learn better about what you do. I am really quite obsessed with connecting people and opportunities whenever possible. So I hope to see you aboard. And in terms of why choosing us, I think we've already covered a lot of this, that we are definitely a time and cost effective solution for busy leaders. You don't need to hire a full-time program manager or even a part-time program manager, although it absolutely is recommended that you have somebody who is staffing, at least at the part-time capacity, is responsible in-house for your internship. It's almost like an internal champion for your program to really work. So obviously, There's a lot of knowledge surrounding setting up and running the right internship program. So don't be caught Googling by yourself at 2 a.m. Let us help you. We bring a lot of the information that you'll be searching just to your fingertips, make it easy and again, fun. So hopefully you got the sense I am very caring about the people that I serve and very personable, very approachable. Would love to help you de-stress. So if you're feeling like a little bit overwhelmed here, like, my goodness, we are feeling stressed out again, schedule that free chat with me. I would love to learn more about who you are. I'm going to stop share for a quick moment, and I'm just going to grab one more document before we wrap up today. And this is just an example of a resource that step by step, and I don't want to overwhelm you, but let me share my screen one more time. So in each stage of the journey of especially developing your internship program, there are different steps that you need to take. So again, I'm just going to look at the first 3 stages, for example, for right now, just so you can get your head around the kinds of resources that we make available to our members. So you definitely want to be understanding the federal and state guidelines surrounding internships. You want to be able to really identify that vision and values, making sure that the program lines up with both of those. You want to be really crystal clear about the goals of your internship program. You want to, again, I'm not going to go into all of these documents right now, but basically there are some very important considerations that you need to be aware of before really, pulling the trigger here to run that program. You want to be, have a process around listing and ranking cool intern projects, right? We know that interns are looking for that meaningful work. They're not looking for the in-person or virtual equivalent of just making copies or serving coffee, although there's always, some space for that, but they really do want to engage and offer meaningful work and skill development. That's really a key piece. So we're helping you, with a basic project charter, intern job description templates. We're researching sites, or there are specific sites perhaps for your industry where you want to post these different job descriptions. And again, these are intern job descriptions. And we talk about, again, how it's different to be writing and posting an intern versus a regular job description. So that's really important. We have templates for onboarding plans and orientation days. Looking at sort of a week by week breakdown of a typical, say, 10, 12-week internship. We have examples of job descriptions themselves. We have, again, project management pieces. So, a stakeholder matrix, a communication matrix. These are helpful things. How about interviewing? Don't skip over the interview, my friends, just because they're just interns. Make sure that you have some key questions that you're asking multiple candidates so that you can pull in the right people in those intern seats. And you want to have intern interviews actually booked in the right people's schedule. Don't overlook that. We have specific questions. We have decision-making criteria. How do you determine who is the right fit versus just, your colleague's cousin's kid or whatever the case may be? You still want to formalize it a little bit so it doesn't backfire on anyone, including you. So then there's email correspondence templates, right? Whether you're accepting them, you have an offer letter, or there's perhaps a decline with a little bit of feedback, which is always very appreciated by the intern. So these types of templates are all available to you in the membership, and we're always improving, based on feedback and really getting you what you feel you want and need. There's, just different best practices. I don't want to go on and on. I think this is probably TMI already, but you get the idea that this is really chock full of useful resources to help you and the right people on your team set up and run a great internship program that's going to help you meet your goals. That's the point. So let me stop share, and I would say any questions, but those questions can be emailed to me directly. You can email me, feel free, amy@visionsinternships.com. And you can also find me on LinkedIn. I am Amy Mosier-Berry, 3 names, no hyphen. And a great phone number, I probably should have put this on the screen, my apologies, is my work cell number, which is 508-654-0409. One more time, my work cell, you can call, you can text me at 508-654-0409. If you'd like to get more info on this, I am here for you. And I just really acknowledge who you are and what you're up to in the world. And please believe that together we can and will co-create a world that works. Thank you.